Ooh, welcome to Ty's Talk Ladies Show, and today is May the 26th, 2023. We're going to be talking about Impact Wrestling, and I'm guessing we have a new gimmick for one of these superstars on wrestlers. I don't know, but they have a new gimmick for somebody. I guess it's an old gimmick, but I don't know about it. So it's a new gimmick for myself. And if you guys didn't see it before, it's new for you guys. But ladies and gentlemen, not a lot of things happening on Impact Wrestling. Not a lot of segments, but a lot of matches. So let's get to the matches here. We got Chris Sabin versus Mike Bailey in the first match. Oh my god. Somebody, I got the yawns. But ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match, but the winner of that match was Chris Sabin. Chris Sabin's going to make some, he's going to make some momentum for his match tonight against Trey Miguel for the X Division Championship at Under Siege. And then we got Sheldon Jean and Kenny King will be versing Decay with Nick Aldis as a guest commentator. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Sheldon Jean and Kenny King. Surprising, Sheldon Jean actually won the match. But ladies and gentlemen, and then they called out Nick Aldis and all that stuff. But Nick Aldis, he's not ready. He's ready to fight now. So he told the fans, how about we do this now? And then he's going to take off his jacket slowly, because that's what everybody does, and the other guy runs away. But Sheldon, and then he said he will slap two guys for one. I know he said something else, but I don't remember. And then Sheldon Jean get outside the ring, try to attack Nick Aldis. But Nick Aldis punched him in the face and smashed his head into the turnbuckle post. And then he was about to get in the ring, and Kenny King ran away a big baby again. And then he starts singing a song. Something about tomorrow. Then we have Taylor Wilde will be versing Jessica in a short match, but the winner of that match was Taylor Wilde because Jessica, remember the timer, Rosemary be in the undead realm. It went up. It was done. The alarm is done, whatever it's called, the timer. And then, ladies and gentlemen, after the match, Taylor Wilde and Conor Kane was attacking Jessica after the match, and then we just saw somebody come out of the undead realm. It wasn't Rosemary. It was Courtney Rush. She came out and helped Jessica. And then, ladies and gentlemen, backstage, we just heard that Rosemary is in Courtney Rush's body now. But Courtney is the one that's... Rosemary is letting Courtney to use all the body parts. Like, she has the control. And now she's part of the Death Dolls. And she has a match at the pay-per-view of Under Siege tonight. Because on the YouTube channel, on the pre-show... But it's not for the championship. It will be the Coven versus Jessica and Courtney Rush. So I'm guessing this is an old gimmick that Rosemary done back in the day that she did not do in Impact Wrestling, but in different indie wrestling, independents. And I haven't seen her. The only time I've seen her is in Impact Wrestling, and she hasn't dressed up as Courtney Rush when I was watching her on Impact Wrestling. So, I don't know anything about Courtney Rush. You guys gonna hate me on that because looks like everybody in the audience knew who she was as Courtney Rush. They cheered. Even the commentary went nuts. But I did not know who it was until they said it was Rosemary, but Rosemary now is Courtney Rush. Then we got Rich Swann versus Angels of the Design, and ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Rich Swann. And then the Design attacked Rich Swann. Callahan came back in the ring. He was the numbers game was just too much. They beat up Sami Callahan and Rich Swann the whole time. But ladies and gentlemen, remember it's supposed to be a 6-man tag team match at Under Siege. Sami Callahan and Rich Swann teaming up with a mystery partner. Nobody came out to save them. Nobody helped them yet. I guess we're going to find out tonight on Under Siege. who's going to team up. I don't know if I'm going to be watching Under Siege because I don't have the Impact Plus. And I don't know where else is on these type of pay-per-views because it's not their top big ones like Slammiversary, Rebellion, Hard to Kill, Bound for Glory. Did I say Bound for Glory? Slammiversary and Bound for Glory. It's not like that. It's always on their Impact Pluses, and I don't have Impact Plus. I'm not paying for Impact Plus because I don't even pay for W Network. I'm not paying for those things. But, ladies and gentlemen, if I don't watch it, I will still give you guys the results of who won that match on Saturday. Who won their matches on Saturday. It's going to be a one video with SmackDown and AEW's, not AEW's, Impact Wrestling. We're not going to do AEW's Rampage. We do Impact Wrestling's Under Siege results for you guys instead of AEW Rampage. So that's what we're going to do. And that's how we're going to do it. But, ladies and gentlemen, then we had Jordynne Grace versus Alicia Edwards. Oh, my God. Since she turned heel, she annoys the hell of me, man. She won't shut up. And she's talking about backstabbing when she already done that. She backstabbed everybody, joining Eddie Edwards. I'm surprised she didn't join the Honor No More. But, oh, my God. Ever since she was a bad guy. She is annoying. She has her squeaky voice, and it's annoying. I don't like this character. It's annoying. My goodness. Thank God Jordynne Grace beat her up and won the match. Then we had Chris Bey versus John Skyler. And ladies and gentlemen, remember Ace Austin lost to Hotch? Jason Hotch? I don't know their names. The Good Hands. Well, the fans call them the Baby Hands now. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Chris Bey getting the win. Of course, Brian Myers and the other baby hand guy trying to get themselves involved, but it didn't work out this time. But Chris Bey and Ace also won. A little momentum of their Impact World Tag Team Champions. I got something in my throat. For the World Tag Team Championship match at Under Siege against Splash Mojo Webster and Mr. Mark Andrews. So yeah, that's gonna happen there. Did I tell you guys that they might want to release some people on July 1st? WWE? They want to release some people. That sucks. Well, it's rumored. It's not officially confirmed, but it could happen. Rumors sometimes always comes true. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting thing to see who's going to be released, if they do release people, because they've been talking about this, WWE releasing people before because of this merge with UFC, that they're going to do this, release some guys. But I'm hoping they don't release anyone good. I'm hoping there's most of the guys that they release is on NXT. The ones that doesn't really get used on NXT, they get released. Because on Raw and SmackDown, you don't have a lot of guys to release that actually gets used. And they do get used. Even the women, they get used. Maybe not Dana Brooke, but if they could use their women, they could do that. But in NXT, NXT is like AEW, have so many guys and women that doesn't get used. Even on NXT Level Up, they don't get used. Just get rid of those guys, because now they hired more people of their signees when they did their tryouts with different athletes. Now they have more of them. They don't need so many. It doesn't matter how many guys got drafted to Raw and SmackDown. You still have so many on NXT. You still have so many. I'm hoping they don't take anyone out of Raw and SmackDown. I'll be fine if it's NXT guys. Not the top NXT guys, but some of the lower guys of NXT, I would be okay with. And I would be okay if they go to the indie wrestling and actually learn how to wrestle. Because some of these guys that wrestling for WWE, except for the Creed brothers, the guys that have been here like almost a year or two, They're doing a good job, but there's some people that actually made their debut a couple months ago. That's not a year from now. Months ago that they debuted it. Dragon Lee and Eddie Thorpe, I'm hoping they stay because those guys actually know how to wrestle. Those guys actually could teach some of the new guys some moves because they are from different companies. They were part of AAA. They were part of New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'm hoping they stay. So let's hope that happens. We got Steve Maclin coming out. He thought he got rid of PCO by smashing a cinder block, breaking a cinder block onto PCO, and he issued a challenge. Well, he picked his new number contender, and it was Champagne Singh. You know that match is not going to be any good, and you're not going to get paid for that because it's not going to be any good match. So nobody cares about that match. We want a good match. But ladies and gentlemen, then Scott D'Amore came out and he said that match is not happening. That match is not happening. And ladies and gentlemen, they had a lot of bickering between Scott D'Amore and Steve Maclin that he knows that Scott D'Amore doesn't want him to be champion. He's going to do whatever it takes. But Steve Maclin said to Scott that you did not name PCO's replacements for Under Siege. And Scott D'Amore said, yes, you're right, because there's no replacements. Because PCO still gets his title match. But Steve Maclin thought he got rid of him, but Scott D'Amore said he's here. The lights went out. The thunder and the theme song of PCO was going on. And then the lights pop up and there's PCO. And he starts knocking everybody down. Shira, Singh. And you just saw Maclin smashing the title into the face of PCO, but no sell, nothing. And then he drops the belt, and then you just saw PCO doing his chokeslam powerbomb, and he got and then Steve Maclin tried to grab his title. PCO put his foot on the title and became a new world champion Under Siege. Steve Maclin won't stop yelling that he ended him. He thought he ended him, but he's not. He's standing right there in your face. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the Impact Wrestling results. We got Friday Night SmackDown tonight. We got Night of Champions tomorrow afternoon. And we got NXT's Battleground on Sunday. And AEW's Double or Nothing on Sunday. What is happening, man? There's a lot of wrestling here. I'm not complaining. It's pretty cool. I like it. But ladies and gentlemen, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens on these wrestlings. I believe SmackDown is taped because they're in Saudi Arabia. So they taped SmackDown because it's so close to Night of Champions. Because we have only until the afternoon. We don't have to wait until the whole night. Thank God. I don't want to wait until the whole night. Until 8 o'clock. I'm happy that it's at 1 o'clock in the afternoon because I'm in the Eastern time. It's like in the morning. I'd be upset if it was in the morning. But ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of that. I don't know what else to say to you guys. WWE did not really update anymore. They just said they wanted to put a third hour for SmackDown. I think I told you guys that. AEW is going to Chicago on the first premiere of the show of AEW Collusion, and we all know what does that mean. Why they're going to Chicago. Sounds like WWE just wants to go to Chicago. And we might get some released wrestlers from WWE. I'm hoping it's nothing big. I'm hoping it's like maybe some people from The Office, trainers, I don't know, or jobbers. I'm hoping it's jobbers. I'm really, really hoping. But ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown and Impact Wrestling Under Siege results. That's all for me today. Tyler's out. Bye!